What's going on, everybody? JB here with another exciting episode of the Burnley Career Mode. It's episode 104, Champions League night. We only have to avoid defeat against Sporting Club Portugal to progress to the last 8 of the European Champions League. What an opportunity for Burnley Football Club to be in the last 8 of the European Champions Cup. You could not have made this up, honestly. So yes, we are literally just something like 6 games away. As I said, we've got to play Sporting Club Portugal in the last 16 at Turf Moor. We're 2 up, remember, from the first leg. Can we keep it going until avoid defeat today? We'll just have to wait and see. But it promised to be a great night and a dramatic night. It turned out to be. Let's see as we take on Sporting Club Portugal. Well, there we are, Ruiz and Balotelli, the players to watch there, as you can see on the graphic there. But a real fillip for Burnley if they can get through this last 16 Champions League second leg without defeat. Obviously, they have to not concede 2 away goals, otherwise it's level on aggregate. They can't afford to concede 3 tonight, otherwise it could well be over for them. So avoid defeat, they're through. And that's the team. Tammy Abraham getting a nod over Danny Ings, and Tom Davis getting a nod over Stephen Defoe. But that's the only change from the victory from that battling draw at Swansea on Saturday. Now, what about the Portuguese outfit, Sporting Club of Portugal, who were outclassed in the first leg, but will go there with nothing to lose tonight. Jefferson, who came close in the game, Ruiz, who looks a very good player, Fernandes, Acuna and Mane can really provide bullets further up the field. Rui Patricio is obviously the goalkeeper captain and a man of real international class and experience.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
We're all set to go then as we get underway. Burnley, of course, in the claret and blue, attacking the goal to our right, and here's Damari Gray. Earliest chance for him, and it's wide of the target. Sporting Club Portugal in red and white hoops, red and green, hoop shirts, and they're going to attack the goal to our left to right. Patricio in an all green goalkeeper's outfit. The first kick of the game, straight to Pinto. Balotelli in there very quickly, and here's a chance now for Balotelli. The quick cross back towards Tammy Abraham, and what a superb start for Burnley. 3-0 they lead on aggregate, and that could be the killer goal. That might just sink Sporting Club Portugal. Tammy Abraham in from the start tonight, but it's down to the work rate and skill of Balotelli. First to pinch the ball off the defender Pinto, then to get the cross in, and Tammy Abraham onside, very much unmarked, and a 3-header. Stooped to conquer, and that may well see Burnley's passage into the Champions League quarter-finals. 1-0 with just 4 minutes gone. Ruiz, well, they need to score 4 now. Here's Ruiz, Mane for 1-1. It is 1-1. 3-1 on aggregate. They only need another 2 now, and they've still got time to do it. 12 minutes just gone, so they're right back in the second leg, but they need another 2 goals to go through on away goals. Great move out from the defence. Burnley will be very disappointed about this. Mane with his right foot right across that goal and into Tom Heaton's net. So 1-1. A little setback for Stutzy and his boys. Mane's first goal in the Champions League. That's a good ball towards Acuna, who volleys it back. And away by Trippier, but not far enough. Ruiz. It couldn't be a second, could it? No, straight this time at the arms of Tom Heaton. Here come Burnley now, looking to try and restore that free goal. But for Balotelli is clean through. Has to score. Has scored. That should kill it off. Right on the stroke of half time, and any lingering doubts surely now have been laid to rest just before half time. Super Mario does it again. It's a lovely move from Burnley, who have not panicked. And Balotelli with his right foot outside of the foot, toe pokes it in. And 2-1 in the night, 4-1 now to the Clarets on aggregate. And they should, barring accidents now in the second half, be in to the Champions League quarter-finals. 2-1 to Burnley. It's his second goal in Europe since joining the Clarets in January. He got one in the first leg, of course, and that could be the decisive goal of the tie now. Sporting need to score at least 3 more times to win on away goals. Petrovic to Manny. Back to Petrovic. It couldn't be 2-2. It is! Wow! Maybe it's not all over yet. It's 2-2 on aggregate. Petrovic has equalised. And all of a sudden the feel-good factor that was there has suddenly been plunged back onto red alert. There's an old phrase in football: always vulnerable when you've just scored a goal, and Burnley have just proved that theory there. They relaxed and thought the job was done. And they hadn't reckoned on Petrovic making a daring run, and so it's 2-2, and Sporting Club Portugal have now got 2 away goals and wipe out Burnley's away goals in the first leg. They need another 2 now. Now Burnley have just got to keep their concentration. They can't afford to concede 2 more goals, otherwise that's that. And fouls like that from Tom Davies aren't going to help. Fernandes is stricken on the floor. And the referee has booked Tom Davies for that. With 64 minutes gone, still time for Sporty to get a couple of goals here. Was a challenge from behind. It was a daft challenge from Tom Davies, and he should know a lot better now. He's a young lad coming through the ranks, and off comes onto his shell. Out comes Stephen Defoe. So 2-2. Sporty still need another 2, and they almost got another one there, right on the roof of the net. Tom Heaton was watching it. I think it came off a Burnley defender. It's a good job it did, because otherwise there would have been problems there as Will Hughes comes off and Jack Corp will come on. 2-2 here, but Sporting going for another one here. Acuna to take. Away by Gray, not far enough. Marie to the shot. Still not away, Acuna. Manny on the far side, miscontrolled it, and Burnley somehow survive. Davis. Balotelli wins it, he's gone going through. Balotelli, he's going to reach it. Oh, he's hit the post and it's bounced away. And Damari Gray kept it in, but here comes Pinto. Long clearance, Shawcross has to deal with that, does so. But only as far as Fernandes. Now Cortez. Fernandes losing out. Tammy Abraham is in there. But so too is Fernandes. Abraham went tumbling. Quarter of an hour for Sporting to score twice, and they'll go through on the away goals rule. And they might get one here from Fernandes. And Cortez! What a chance! And that could have easily been the equaliser. Well, it could have been a third goal rather than an equaliser. It's 2-2 on the night, but it would have been 4-3 on aggregate. Still might be the volley over the top. Oh, well, they've had a good goal, the Portuguese side, and have created enough chances to have scored 2 goals in all truth. It's going to be tough. 4 to play, sorry. Still 2-2. Time running out. Acuna. That's a decent cross in there. Manny's in there, can't control it. And Tom Heaton pounters. Final whistle goes. Burnley have just about done enough. 4-2 they've won on aggregate, and will go through to the quarterfinals of the European Cup. But my goodness, they made it hard work for themselves, and credit to Sporting Club Portugal. Twice they were behind in the game to goals from Tammy Abraham and Mario Balotelli, but Manny with the first equaliser, and then another equaliser towards the end from Petrovic. 2-2 on the night, but Burnley through 4-2 on aggregate to the quarterfinals. Yep, terrific performance, and yet obviously we can't bring you properly the draw yet until we know for sure, but a great performance, it has to be said. It really was, over 2 legs, I mean, but credit to Sporting Club Portugal. They made it an absolutely very difficult task for us, and it wasn't easy in the end to really to come to terms with. Also, Manchester United have snuck through against Borussia Dortmund on away goals, so they're obviously obviously through. But I will say this, all credit to Sporting Club Portugal. They gave us an absolute examination in the 2 games that we played so far. And to be fair, on another night they could have scored those 2 goals in the second half, and possibly on balance should have done. But there you go. But also Paris have gone through on aggregate against Roma, so they're comfortably home and host. And Chelsea have beaten Napoli 5-2 on aggregate. Yes, 5-2. So they're through as well. So 3 English teams through to the last 8 of the Champions League. Spurs are still in with a shout against Atletico Madrid. I don't know what the score was in that first game. They were only 2-1, but Atletico scored an away goal in that one, so we'll have to find out. But yeah, some cracking football really played by both Burnley and Sporting Club in that leg. But now it's all about the rest of the season. Who will get in the next round of the Champions League remains to be seen. We could get one of the English teams, so we could have a battle of England rather over 2 legs to decide who will go through in that one. But yeah, quarterfinals of the European Cup. We've never been in this competition since the early 60s, and now here we are now, just literally 5 games away from the European Cup. It's tantalising. It's going to be a tantalising prospect. I can't wait now for the next instalment of it. Who we're going to get? We're going to get one of the big guns, whatever. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But from this particular episode, we're into the quarterfinals of the European Cup. Thank heavens we are. Our next game, I don't know who it might be. It's against Chelsea in the FA Cup. But we're through in the next round of the Champions League. Join us for Chelsea very soon.